Hello everyone, welcome back to Joy's Creative Finger. I've built the beautiful Los Angeles mansion that I have seen in African life. I do have one of those properties and I was inspired by that house and thought I'd build an LA mansion in Sims FreePlay. Now, it's meant to be excessive on the inside, super glamorous, lots of space, and there's multi-level roofing. Now, that particular house in African life did have multi-level roofing, and I absolutely love it. So I had to go for this look, and I think it's beautiful. Now, I wanted some sort of landscaping in the front. I wanted it to be different. I'm always pushing for different things, and I think this is just about enough. So I had enough space to set out a couple of trees, some cars, and then I wanted to inject color into the build. Now, I'm hoping that in the future we'll be able to have different exterior wall types on a property that would really bring our building to the next level in Sims FreePlay. There's a balcony area here, as you can see, and down below is where you got the entrance to the garage. Now, I thought it was good to have it face the actual driveway on the side, and on top of it you've got a nice little area for whoever occupies that master bedroom to come out and enjoy the hot tub. We'll see that much better when we get inside. Now, when you build with multi-level roofing ideas, you've got to connect the build with your staircases, so it's completely sealed. As you can see here, there's a staircase that leads up to a couple of rooms, and also is the same on the other side, just to connect the tallest part of the house to the rest of the building. You know, this is the back part of the house, and in that build that I was telling you about in African life, it's got massive doors that open up to this sort of area. And I think that's quite nice, and so this is the best I can do with Sims FreePlay in recreating this house. And of course, African life is not a building game at all. It's a social game, you know, but they're beautiful houses in it, and I tend to get inspiration from some of the houses there. Now, this is the entrance to the house, and it's got these planter boxes type of structures to the front part of the house. I'll explain how I did that on my Instagram. Just give me a couple of days and it will be up, okay? But I'm always trying to do something different. This is James, the father of the house. Let's get him to take us on a quick tour. I thought it would be nice to have the man of the house take us on a tour this time, as opposed to the lady. Now, this is the front door. As you can see, it's a big space, and what you have here is a nice area to sit down, but there's a glass partitioning. It's like windows on the inside that make you have a good view of the kitchen in a way. You can have glimpses of the entrance to the house if you're in the kitchen as the way to the living room, and this is a little alcove, door to the toilet, and door to the garage. Seeing as we've just come off the Grand Garages live event, you're going to see a lot of homes with garages, of course. I mean, you can't build a house now without a garage. Well, maybe you could, but for now you're going to see a lot of that. Now, when you work your way back out of the garage, you make your way on the left into a nice little clean restroom. And I wanted it here, leading on from the garage, because you might want to use a restroom before you come into the house, you know. Then you have the archway into the kitchen. I wanted it to flow through. There's two archways into the kitchen, one from that angle, and I wanted the kitchen to look so clean and clear as glamorous homes do. There is a dishwasher in here that matches up with the sink unit in the middle as an island, and then you have beautiful windows, full length, so you have good light coming in, and then this is the area where you cook. And I just wish that our fridges were as tall as the cabinet that you see on the right of the arrangement where the cooker is. Now, that's why I just don't put down fridges, but that's the area for the fridge if you want to do that. Clear view from inside the kitchen as you walk into the front door. There it is, you know who's come in, so you hurry up with the dinner. And yes, I think it's beautiful to have that there just to open up the space. Now, you work your way through past this rustic walnut staircase into that little corridor there and into the space where you've got the living room. But we're not going to look at the living room first. Here is the dining room over on the side. I wanted to get really excited with colors. I wanted to zhuzh it up. And you've got a nice buffet table on the side, a collage of photographs. These seats are from the Urban collection. I want to be able to use most of the items that we had won way back in past events. You've got this beautiful wall with the head of the Is it a reindeer? Yes, it is. And then you've got this lovely bar section over here. So a lot of wining and dining takes place here. And you've got a good glimpse of the pool. There's more artwork on the side and an area to sit and have a glass of wine if you want to. So that's a big space for entertaining, and right across the way is another massive space for the living room. So the first thing I want to talk about is the arrangement here for the fireplace, the cabinets for where the TV is. It's a combination of items that I just felt would work nicely. I wanted to do something different. There is a lineup of curtains on the side here. It's tricky when you're trying to decorate a very large room. You've got to come up with different plans to make it not look so empty, but at the same time you don't want to stuff it full because it's supposed to be an elegant space and have lots of space around and about. And these seats work brilliantly in this space because of the blue draped pieces of cloth. I think they're lovely. They're throws, by the way. And there's artwork up on the wall. I think I managed to stuff the space full as I would like it to be, but still have the Sims be able to walk around the arrangement in the middle all the way out to the back doors that lead to the pool. I think this is basically what I was trying to achieve. These are the Villa black bifold double doors that we got from the house that actually was situated on this plot when it was unlocked. So clearly I've built more than 2 of those houses in order to get those doors. But here's the back pool area, and it's just about enough space for me to create this area for the Sims to come out and have some fun. So this is basically what the ground floor looks like, and you can see at a glance with both staircases how the living room area, which is the tallest part of the house as we work our way up, is connected to the other parts of the build, where the kitchen is, where you've got the garage, the bathroom, and so on. This would be the 3rd time that I've built a house that had multi-level roofing, where I had to separate the builds and attach them with the staircases. And I'm okay with the way it turned out, but it's something I tend to steer away from because of how complicated it might look when it comes to a live build. And I know I have a good handful of you who always want a live build, so I try not to create that much work for myself with these kind of builds. Now this is the entrance to the first master room, or the second master room actually. The first is the best in the house, and it's a fabulous space. So here's the entrance. There's a little reception area into this beautiful master, and then you follow through past closets all the way through to the bathroom at the end. And I think this made this master room really nice. I really like the way it turned out. I wasn't sure how to work around that cracked part of the house, but this worked brilliantly for me anyway. So he's working his way back into this master room. Come back here, James. I want you over here. And I've chosen this bed in here. Love the colors. It's just really cozy. You know, I would want to move into this house and pick this room. Absolutely. I love the space. And then this master bedroom is the one master bedroom that has access to this big space up here. So James and his wife Tracy would have to access this master bedroom to make use of the hot tub roof here, and I think it's beautiful. But if they don't have a guest, then of course they couldn't come and make use of the space. If there is a guest, however, then they have to allow the guest to enjoy all the facilities that are due to this room. I love this room, and it's the only one that you have access to via the staircase that we came up to. So let's get James back downstairs to the other staircase that lead to the other 2 rooms. The floor plan worked out brilliantly with the arrangement of the stairs, and even though it's a cracked build, it's not complicated for you to see how the floor plan ties in together. So we're heading to his daughter's room and his master bedroom. His daughter has a room all to herself. She's a preteen. Her name's Ariana, and she just had a birthday. I'm inspired by birthdays because I am working on my son's birthday party this weekend. That's why we don't have teeny issues out this weekend. So bear with me for that. Now, his daughter just had a birthday, and her room was completely redone. She's wanted something really glamorous, and they've spoiled her rotten. And this is basically what happens in Los Angeles, where teens and preteens are super privileged. She's got all these fancy lights in here. This is part of what they've done for her. It's typically the same sort of structure for the first master room that we saw. So he's just basically going to work his way through that space, past the closet. You've seen the little pink mat on the floor. And then you got the bathroom over in the corner, meeting with the other bathroom from the other master room right here. So for someone who's a preteen, she's 12, she's turned 13, she's had a massive birthday, this is her space. Can you believe that? It's beautiful. Again, I was inspired by some programs I'd watched, like The Housewives, and some of the children have the most amazing spaces, overly exaggerated spaces. She had asked for this beautiful stage to be put up in her room so she could entertain her friends with a karaoke machine. So that was put together for her. I thought that was fun to have that in there. I know particularly about a housewife's child who has this set up in her room, so I've done that in this build. And then you've got this bed here. The girl is maturing. She's got the blacks, she's got the greens, and you still have her teddy and pinks splattered around just in little bits here and there. And I thought it was a beautiful way to put the room together for a spoiled preteen who's turning into a teen. I don't know what to call them. They're in-betweeners. But this is just gorgeous. And she's already texting her friends about her birthday party and who she wants to come over for more fun. She's got a lovely station here to get her face done, as young as she is, presents that she hasn't opened yet, and she has a beautiful view of the outside part of the house as well. So it's a glamorous room. And of course, if you choose to rebuild it, you can make it into anything that you want, even a gym. And I just think it's lovely. Now let's work our way back across that staircase to the master room. So there's a clock on the wall, as you can see. They need to know when they leave the house. And on the opposite wall, a collage of photographs. The colors are black. It's very chic in here. They come into a living room area that's also a way into the closet space that you can see here, an area to hang their bags. 2 wardrobes in the space. I went for those ones because they look dark and chic. I think they're beautiful. It's a double height room, so they get lots of light that come in, and those windows that light come in from up top, this is the base part of them, and you can see flowers tucked in just to fill in the space that separates the house from, well, this particular structure from the rest of the house, you know. So it's a nice living area. You've got an area for them to sit down and have a drink if they want to, and this is basically the top part of the fireplace downstairs, and I thought it worked nicely with the black and red going on in here. Now there's a mannequin there, and then you work your way through to the bathroom here past the closet space. So there's his wife having a nice dip. She's going to be there for a little while. It's beautiful, spacious, got the blacks again, hints of pink in the cracks of the tiles for the floor, and I thought the colors in here worked well, and it was beautiful and it was spacious. There she is, living the life. That beautiful tub comes from the French Romance update, and I thought that color worked well in the space because of the black base, you know. So we're going to work our way back out of here and quickly go and have a look at the beautiful area where we have the bed, and that's where you've got the mezzanine structure for this house, well, for this room. So it's an interesting master space. I think that this was the best part of the build for me. So when you work your way past the closet space, you get this staircase, the chalet white, that takes us all the way up to the top where we have the grand bed. And I think this is a fabulous master. I built a few masters in my time, but this one I had absolute fun putting together. The colors for me, I think, were a nice, edgy, fancy pick. The whites are splashed around everywhere, and the lady of the house has this beautiful vanity on the side, and it pops bright and white. And then look at that view. They get to see the outside of the front yard of the house, but look at that view from top to bottom. So you can see that they have an amazing rush of light into the space. And then they've got this fancy edgy wall on the front here. When they're in bed, you can see what that looks like for them. So they've got lots of things to tickle the eyes, and you can see right out to where you've got the cars, there's just that pointy bit from the room to look out. Few lights dotted around here and there, and this is basically the master room of this fabulous LA mansion. Right, now speaking of a life build, this is a complicated house. I will see what I can do, and as I say, I should have put out Teeny Issues episode 5 today, but I'm working on my son's birthday party, and that's coming up this weekend, so we're going to have a lot of fun. I've been very busy, so I thought I'd put this house out instead for you to be inspired as you go ahead building and having fun in your game. And just stay tuned and catch up on the rest of the episodes, and Teeny Issues episode 5 will be up soon. I hope you enjoy this build, and I will see you again soon in the next video. Bye!